nine, eight, one.
Woo! We're live! Yeah! We're live again!
We're back.
We're live again for one final time here in beautiful Park City, Utah. I'm Laura Versus from the creative team.
Hey, I'm Matt from the community department.
We're so happy. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think I said that word right. I said community department.
Community
department.
Who do you work for?
So we both work at HITRECORD, but we're here for the final live stream. If you've tuned in before, you know the deal. But we've been at Sundance for a week. We started off, we hosted these events with Zappos. They were really great. There were these live, interactive, collaborative, creative events. They were a blast. So many people tuned in from around the world. It was awesome to see so many people getting involved.
Yeah.
We got to see some community members in person, which was amazing as well. And if you want to check them out, just head to sundance.hitrecord.org. You can watch both of those events. They're a blast to watch, I would say.
Really fun. I like revisiting. Like, it's funny. We did the show. It's really stressful for us. You know, it's a lot of moving parts. As exciting as it is, you're sort of like, it's over. But then you know, the next morning or that same night, we're already watching them again and reliving it. And it's great to see it with all the different camera angles, and then to see all the participation, and then also to go to the projects. It's like, it's just this never-ending loop of creativity.
Yeah, and then seeing people continue to contribute to some of those and remix them, like the song Crazy, like that was pretty awesome to see night one, people live in the room, and then the next day we saw new remixes coming up.
Yeah.
And then the next event, it even built, I mean, that's HITRECORD, baby.
That's right.
So, yeah, please go ahead and watch those. We've also done a couple other live stream episodes. If you want to watch those, you know, you can watch them as well. There are links there on the...
It's a whole mini-series.
It's a mini-series. It's an event.
It's a season. It's a 5
Netflix might pick it up. I don't know.
Season.
So, you know what? Let's just get started with today's episode. We're going to be premiering the final two Zappos mini docs. That's going to be the docs.
I was like, what?
So we're going to be premiering Build a Positive Team and Family Spirit, which, hey, I think we're all doing it right now. And then we're going to highlight a community project, show some fun contributions that have come in the past few days. And then we're going to premiere Be Humble, great note to end on. Thanks for tuning in. And we know it's a little earlier today because we have to check out of our Airbnb. No shade on Airbnb, great company. We're not sponsored by them or anything, but we got to check out. So here we go.
That's right. We're all packed, ready to go.
I'm not.
All right. So the first community project we wanted to talk about was, we had 11 contributions so far come into Gender Dono's prompt that was all about what's something you've always wanted to say, never had the chance. I was reading through these, and actually I started to see these come in yesterday, and I was I recommended 2 of them already, and I wanted to just sit and read one of these. I was really moved by this one. And I'll just preface this by, like, when you come across something like this that tells a complete story, or it hints at certain things, start a project of your own, or remix it, or rewrite it, or say it out loud. You don't just have to consume it and move on. This is something I might even want to start a project on, because I think it's really compelling, and it could really it could remain as is, or we could get really into the weeds of, like, what the details of the story are. This is a brand new member of our community, A. Eunice, who joined on the 28th of January. So welcome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Welcome to the community, and already has 2 contributions on his or her page. So go check those out, but we're going to read one right now. I really like this one. It's titled, Loving You. I still love you. I really do. 18 years ahead. Fuck. It's live. That's the problem.
It's okay, you can get another take.
Alright, I'm going to do it again.
I'm gonna get a close-up, hold on.
Alright, yeah.
Get
Get the
Get in.
close-up.
Do the slow zoom.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
Alright, ready?
Hold on.
Loving You by A. Eunice. I still love you. I really do. 18 years has passed since the first day we met. I know we are still friends, but once in a while, I just wish we were more than that. Sometimes when I remember our hopes and dreams, I remember you. When I walk past the spot we first met, I sometimes cry. Or when I hear the song, that song, I smile. I don't know. How I wish I did things differently. How I wish I can turn back time. Loving You by A Unit.
Woo! Beautiful.
Nice.
All right. And really
Nice.
beautifully read.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you.
You should
Well
record
read.
voiceover for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Have you heard the BG Collins prompts? Oh, sorry, that's not what we're talking about.
Thank you so much, Matt, for coming on.
Thanks.
Talking on the live stream.
Absolutely, this is fun.
And that was awesome to see all those contributions already come in to a prompt from yesterday.
Check them all out. There's 11 so far. Add your own, remix more, start your own projects based on these. I think I might start this project. I like this one.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well, next up,
What do we got next?
not to take you out of your seat, we have a world premiere of the Build a Positive Team and Family Spirit doc we did with Zappos. And, well, you can stay up here too, I mean, hey. But Becca was one of the editors on it, so she's gonna, intro it.
I'm gonna take out this HDMI cable.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Good job, Matt. Woo! What's up?
Welcome, Rebecca.
Build a positive team and family spirit.
Always.
We're gonna world premiere this doc. We want to thank Zappos for letting us make these cool docs and letting us expand on their core values. I'm sorry my voice is a little off, but it's so much better than it was.
It is.
But so some quick stats about this doc. There were 127 unique users that are in this doc, which is awesome, and from 20 different countries. And the total number of contributions was 203.
Damn.
Yeah, so should we watch it?
Yeah?
Yeah,
let's
drum
do it.
roll. Wait. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All of these almost fell. Woo!
Alright.
We were strangers that day, staring at the mountain before us, daring each other to go on alone, till eventually we set off together. We couldn't know then that would be the first of many, each one bigger than the last, and every time we climbed together. With each year the hills got steeper, the wind picked up, our knees got weaker, the fog got heavy, the path got muddy, but through it all we came. And how? We took each and every turn together.
Family means
unconditional love and respect.
Doesn't seem to matter what the request is, it's just, anything for you.
I had an argument with my family on Christmas Day, and I went round my friend's house. She lived around the corner. Her mum set an extra place for me at the dinner table without a question.
Family means
Anybody you can depend on, no matter what.
The ups and downs, joys, sadness.
You don't have to be born into it. You don't have to be married into it. It just exists.
My parents are immigrant Chinese people, and they had a business to run, so they were never home. I would come home from school, nobody was home, no food to eat. I would go anywhere where anyone would take me. My neighbors took me in like family. My classmates took me in like family.
family means being like a team.
Understanding each other.
And messy and complicated.
Family's not bound by blood.
They can be friends that you choose.
You can have this one.
It's just people who realize that they do better together than they do apart.
I promise.
My husband's in the Marine Corps, and when we got to this first duty station, we didn't have housing set up, we didn't have much of anything. We were living in a car before we got here, and his staff sergeant, who had no idea who we were, took us in, and we stayed at his house for 2 nights and then got the house that we have now. And it was just really great to kind of see the camaraderie. It really just stuck out to me that these are people that if my husband did pass, God forbid anything happened, they would have my back.
You were there, at my lowest. You found me down, and though I stumbled, you stood me up, and set me on my way again.
I was there at your lowest.
I talked you up and reminded you of what's important,
and made you stand up tall again.
You and I are not just friends.
We're more than that.
We're family. Can't explain how much it means to know you're on my team.
It's my team.
I love that one.
Yeah.
That one's awesome.
That's
I
nice.
love the way that one opens.
Aw,
Yeah.
yeah. It was really cool. There was written poems that we did, like little top and end of the piece. There were so many awesome photos and testimonials, and it was fun kind of piecing them all together. What was really cool about it was, you know, from listening to the testimonials, it wasn't always like that family was about blood. A lot of people talked about, you know, finding their own family or people being there for them like family, and I think that's really cool that you can kind of, you know, it's not about, you know, who's your blood family. You can have family all around you, and it's really special. There's some cool stories in there. So I hope you guys liked it. And,
I noticed that a lot in the...
People liked it. They're saying, so wholesome.
Oh, wholesome.
Christy Regler said it was lovely.
Aww.
Tinderlock Seed.
Tinderlocks.
My team right there.
Yeah!
And also said it was a superb edit.
Oh, why, thank you, Tinderlocks.
Always.
Awesome. Well, that's really great. And the song was so cool. That was like, that song was from the family songs, I believe. It was The Little Ant, but it works so well for this. It was such a cool remix, and the song gets so big. And I think Andy Ramone uploaded the stems for me, which was awesome. So that came together really nice. So good job.
Yes.
Good job, team. Yeah, I feel like HITRECORD's building a team and family spirit. For
also,
sure.
like for some of the community members I know that I spoke with this week, they were saying like they found, like, it seems like almost a family, like not literal, but yeah, like a family within HITRECORD. Like they're once they join the site, the connections they've made are so much, you know, stronger than anywhere else. It's really nice to hear.
It's a really cool thing. Really, really cool. Well, to keep this going, we actually we have a spin-off project here that there's a step under Jen Giordano's account. It's post a photo with your favorite people, non-human as well. So if you want to, go ahead and upload a photo. These things can always be used, like you saw in that documentary, the photos that were used in there. So there's so many ways people can remix on HITRECORD. So if you feel inspired to do that, go ahead and do it.
Woo!
Woo!
Thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah.
I hope everyone enjoyed that one. Thanks to everyone who contributed as well.
Thank you so much.
So next up, we're going to highlight a project from the community. This is a short doc project started and led by Lilac Amy 11. It's called Childhood Special Things. So this project is a really cool one. I love it because it talks about those things that kids kind of get attached to when they're little, and sometimes until later life. But yeah, it's Lilac Amy, we're going to throw to a video she did in a few moments, but basically she talks about how it's kind of a psychological thing. These objects, kids hold on to them because they it's a way for them to kind of become less dependent on their parents. So if you have a teddy bear, it makes you feel safe, and you hold on to that all the time, and then you can be like less reliant on your parents in a psychological way. I hope I'm describing this well. Not a psychologist. But yeah, it's a really nice project, great idea for a project. And I think DTA, she said...
he started it, and I think she's kind of building off of it. It was from the past, which was cool. It's cool. Yeah.
It's a really great... There's a ton of different open challenges. I'd recommend everyone checking it out. But first, let's hear from Lilac Amy, 11.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy. I'm Lilac Amy 11 on HITRECORD. The project I'm talking about today is for the short documentaries Childhood Special Things. The psychological term for them is transitional objects. And most children have them. It's something, a stuffed animal or a blanket or anything that a child becomes very attached to. What I would love for contributions to this is photos of childhood special things, videos, like this where you're just looking at a camera talking about what your special thing was as a child. If you have any, unique or interesting stories about your special thing, did you ever lose it? Also interviewing kids about their special thing. Why is it special to them? them? Why do they love it? How does it make them feel? And then also videos of people talking about the psychology behind it. Why do we as humans have these? Why are they important to child development? You know, doing some research, make sure to cite your sources. Or if you are a child psychologist or you have taken classes in child development or things like that and know about it, you can use that as well. So kind of making a short documentary talking about people's experiences with special transitional objects, kind of blending that with the psychology of it, I think could make for a really interesting documentary. All right, that's it. Bye.
Woo! Thank you so much, Lilac Amy 11, for that video. That was a great video, really informative.
Yep.
What a cool project. If anyone wants to get involved, as she said, there's these on-camera prompts. You can talk about what your childhood special thing was. You can take pictures of it. You can take videos. Is videos? Yeah, you can take videos. Or you can interview kids if you have them about theirs. Or if you're a psychologist or something, hey.
You want to do some research? Do some research and cite your research and talk about it?
That'd be interesting too. Yeah. I know Lilac Amy has a really, I think she posted in here a really sweet story about her child's childhood special things. So yeah, check that out. Rebecca, did you have a thing?
I did, and I still have him. It's my little bear, PJ.
PJ! Stuffed animal?
Stuffed animal. It's a little bear, and really falling apart now, but I still have him. And it's like I used to always put him on my face like this so his right side's really hurting his arm. And yeah, it's a real tattered bear. Loved to pieces. Did you have one?
Frostin. It was this little dog stuffed animal. I was obsessed with dogs, still am. And it was this big, and then I would like carry it around. But the weird thing is like I would morph into Frostin. Like I would carry him around, but then I would like set him down and like I would act like a dog and like beg at the table. Weird child. We should get into psychology on that later. We can unpack that. But
that's a different project.
Yeah, that's a whole different project. But yeah, I think that was mine.
Cool.
Still have him.
Still have him. Yeah, me too.
So great. So thank you so much again, Lilac Amy, and everyone who has started these projects. We have been so impressed with all of these projects everyone in the community is starting, and also all the contributions. It's a lot of fun to see. So next up, wait for it, we've got another world premiere of the Be Humble mini dog.
Ray, come up and
This
talk.
is the final one.
Final one.
Woo!
It's so good. You guys are humble.
Ray.
Hello.
Ray's been doing all the tech for these live streams, by the way, so round of applause for Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
Get it.
I'm going to send them out here.
Yeah, prop.
There you go. Perfect.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Tell us about being humble. You wanna
Oh yeah.
do the stats too? There's the stats.
Oh, okay, cool. So Be Humble. This is a really cool cinepoem. As you guys might know, we've been making a lot of cinepoems on the site. And this one's actually a lot different from the other docs because it doesn't really have any talking heads or testimonials or anything. So it's a really cool angle on this project. And we also got a lot of contributions, which is really awesome. So we got, I didn't even know we got this many. We got 2,000 total contributions, which is insane.
Great.
We had 100 users and 16 countries. So this is crazy. And that makes sense, I feel like, because Be Humble, I feel like, is something a lot of people relate to. And I feel like it was cool to hear all the angles on it. So, and put different pieces of it together. So I'm going to go back there. I'm going to play the video.
Press play.
I'm going to press play.
Thank you, Ray. Woo, let's do it. World premiere.
Being humble means
being humble.
Being humble means accepting
help.
Accepting help.
Being humble means
Listening before speaking.
being humble.
Being humble means just saying thank you.
Being grateful.
Means letting others shine.
Being humble means a lifestyle.
means a lifestyle.
being humble means a lifestyle.
My whole life, my mother has tried to teach this to me.
Always putting me in check to remember who I was.
Where I came from,
And what I have.
being humble
Being
to
humble
me,
to me is sitting outside,
crowding around a fire with my elders, making food.
It's my understanding that the opposite of humility is entitlement. I'm just a tiny pebble on a beach, and the ocean doesn't give a fuck about me or even know that I exist. The waves wash over me.
I'm not entitled to water,
to food or electricity,
medicines, or even a roof over my head.
I'm not entitled to care, respect, health, or justice.
I've had to accept that the universe owes me nothing.
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 Nothing. And being humble is knowing that's okay.
One of the most dignified people I'd ever seen was a homeless man. Scavenging for plastic bottles, he refused any charity, instead choosing to dig through trash cans for something to sell to the local recycling shop. He taught me that respect is at the center of humility, for yourself and for others. That being humble is understanding that everyone is suffering. But we're all still here because of our strength to keep going.
I can't say that I've ever felt like a humble person. However, I have felt humbled. Since 2009, I've struggled with a slowly progressing neurological condition, recently diagnosed as generalized dystonia. Feeling humbled is that feeling you get when you need help to shower because you can't stand on your own. It's needing someone to finish a sentence for you because you can't get the words out. But being humble, that seems different. It seems selfless. It's that amazing ability to find joy in the accomplishments of others. The behind-the-scenes person, the dishwasher at the party, the guy who ensures there's coffee filters at work, even though everyone assumes that they're just magically there. Being humble is kindness without condition.
Empathy without contempt.
Generosity
without
return.
Being humble means
Being humble means growing.
Being humble means
I'm still working on it.
I'm still working on it. I'm not there yet.
That was such a good one.
I hope you guys like that.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
I love that
I really
one.
love the voiceover performances on that one. Were really, because it was cool. We got people's writing, and then we got people to perform the writing. People turned in, and it was or contributed, and it was really cool. It was really cool. I think it turned out great. I like how we sat on the different voiceovers.
I love that you chose to do a cinepoem too out of that. I feel like with Be Humble, like if you're doing just video, testimonials, if people are talking about being humble, it seems
It's hard, yeah.
kind of contradictory to being
first.
humble.
Yeah.
Like
it was interesting. Yeah, we tried that at first, but then I feel like we weren't really hitting it. So it's like we kind of had to get at it from like a few different angles. But I feel like the cinepoem was a good way to tackle it.
Loved it.
Definitely.
So I hope you guys like that one.
Thank you again to everyone who contributed to like all 10 of these Zappos Mini Dog projects and all of the Zappos projects and honestly every project on the site. We also thank you to Zappos for inviting us to do this with you guys. That was a lot of fun. The core values, they're universal. So yeah.
It's really cool to see that come together.
And as with all the other ones, we do have a spin-off prompt for this one. It's already up on the site. Here's the question we're throwing at you. It's writing. What rule do you live by to maintain humbleness? That's on my account, by the way, Laura Versus. And there's already been, we've had it up for like an hour. There's already been 10 contributions, which is awesome to see.
16 now. I just refreshed.
Okay, hey-o, 16 now. Wow, you guys. This is really great. That one's funny. Okay. Always, V_13 said, always welcoming criticism. That will help me grow as a person and creator. That's great.
That's
awesome.
I mean, yeah.
I like this one by Raj Chandnani. I probably fucking butchered that. I'm sorry. But he said 2 things you should never fake: orgasms and humility.
I saw that one. I chuckled at that one.
That's a good
one. This person, where's the screen name? Formal Medusa said he or she remixed my this picture I posted of my dad fishing and said, "Be like Dad in deed and in truth," which I thought was really sweet.
Yeah.
It's nice to see my dad up there too. So thank you. It feels
Dad-
so good when
dad
someone remixes
yeah,
something.
yeah.
I love it. It's such a good feeling.
It is. It's really special.
Yeah, thank you guys. These are all really lovely. You should check them out on the prompt and also contribute.
Yeah, and if you're feeling inspired after seeing that Be Humble Cinepoem and you want to keep going, Matt just launched the loving new Cinepoem from the contribution that came in. So keep them going. We'll keep making beautiful art together.
Cinepoems.
We also have a whole Cinepoem production if you want
There's
to make your own.
so many really cool ones.
wanna
Yeah,
start
and if
from
you're inspired
scratch?
to, start one from scratch too, just like Matt did, or based off somebody else's thing, or just from scratch.
I
Do
love
it.
that Matt saw that.
Cool Cinepoem things.
Yeah.
There are definitely. I love that Matt just saw that contribution come in from another prompt and then was inspired to start a completely different project on it. Like that's the coolest stuff to see, you know, when someone's contribution is inspiring to someone else to really like build off of it.
Yeah. Well, and then it feels good. Like you just like, sometimes you put something up and you have no idea, and then you're like, what?
Yeah.
My little thing turned into all this.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So every contribution can turn into something.
Never know.
Well, I hope you guys liked the live streams. We're about to wrap up. It's been a fun week.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know
We
what
had
you
a
think.
little rocky start with some of the quality. I feel like we fixed that.
We got the tech issues.
Got that tech issues figured out, but you know, if you guys like these or have any suggestions or stuff, or like
any
comments,
ideas,
please let us know. You know,
leave some comments.
Post on the site. Tinderlock says he really wants some Cinnabons. I do want some.
Cinnabon!
We just had some yesterday.
Wait, I really want some Cinnabons.
Like
that sounds good, Tinderlocks. That sounds amazing. We could talk about any projects on the site. We could talk about, wow, that was really deep of me. We could talk about projects.
No rules. You can talk
No rules. You can ask questions to anyone on the staff too. We could, if you have any questions about what's going on, we could probably try to answer. Yeah. It's been a blast. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the events and to these live streams. We really appreciate everyone who watched, and we appreciate all of you for everything you do on the site. Thank you.